We got ourselves into another motorhome on Central. It pays really well.
We're just not sure that we can take it.
We're not sure if it's going to fit, number one. Number two, this broker's being a royal pain. He was messaging us last night at like 7 o'clock.
Yeah, wanted us to come get it last night.
Wanted us to come get the camper last night because they need it right now. So he's messaging me all night, wouldn't shut up. And I told him that, I had to wait till the office opened so they could, sign the rate con and blah, blah, blah. And I told him that, if we could, I'd plan on being there at 8 o'clock this morning. We're Central Time, so that gave an hour to let the office people get in, get the rate con and everything done through Central. So I messaged him at 7:45 Central Time saying it was all ready to go, whatever, we could take it. And I figured that he probably didn't get to work till 8, so I figured that was going to happen. He didn't message back till 9:15 this morning. We're getting ready to say piss on it and go find something else. And now he finally got back to us, and it's taken 2 hours for him to get his paperwork and stuff together. So he's been kind of a pain.
Yeah. So it's almost 11 o'clock.
Now I'm trying
to the camper.
And now I'm trying to get the office. I mean, everything's all. They sent the rate con over, and he's told me that someone needs to sign it. And no one signed it yet, so no one's emailed me the BOL yet. And we're pulling into Elk Point right now when we got to pick it up. Sitting at a come and go, and then we're delivering to a Walmart in Missouri.
Yep.
So we'll see what this looks like when we get to it.
The motorhome was good.
The whole situation
was not bad. It was just different. It was a different situation. And, we didn't realize that said motorhome.
We probably could have logged as ag exempt for livestock.
Are cats and dogs considered livestock?
I mean, or does it have to be like a certain amount of head? I mean, like 8-headed dog and 8-headed cat. Does that count as
just
livestock?
Four cats.
4 cats. Sorry.
8 dogs, 4 cats.
4 and 3 humans. The broker. I gotta sit back and stay in the light, huh?
Yeah.
The broker failed to mention that there was 3 people, 8 dogs, 4 cats involved.
But we're pretty sure he knew.
He knew. I tested it later, so I confirmed my suspicions. But we get there thinking that there was going to be no one at the come and go, and then we seen the vehicle behind it with people in there, so we figured that they were still there. And they were an excited group of people to see us, apparently, because we heard more about their life than we cared for.
we were very friendly
and
for some reason.
So anyway, we get the motorhome loaded, strapped down, and then they proceed to tell us that they need our phone number to text us when we need to stop. And I was like, what do you mean when we need to stop? And she said, well, we have to bring mom to the bathroom occasionally because there's an older lady and then it was the younger couple. And so they had to do bathroom breaks and gas stops. So we're like, oh, you're following us. And then that's when the dogs and cats thing kind of came out. And Yeah. So it didn't go bad. We only ended up doing one stop in 5 hours, so we made it about 2.5 hours, stopped, and then made it to the Walmart. We dropped it in the Walmart, and then they were going to call a friend to come over to drive it to the campground because they refused to drive it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But they're coming from Washington, moving to Missouri, and they broke down in Elk Point 6 times on their trip from Washington to Elk Point, South Dakota, which is just outside of Sioux City, Iowa. And when they broke down this time, the radiator must have been plugged at some point, like repaired and plugged or something, and it blew the plug out, which is about the size of your thumb to stick your thumb in there, so it had a big hole in the radiator. So whoever fixed it at one point just made a temporary fix to get rid of the motorhome, and it didn't hold. So instead of, I don't know, it's a 1983. So a lot of parts back then on a lot of vehicles are interchangeable, and apparently they couldn't find a radiator to put in it. So they've been stranded in Elk Point for 4 months with 8 dogs, 4 cats, the 3 people living in a campground, trying to find someone that could pull their camper to Missouri to where they were moving to.
And we came along and rescued them.
Apparently. I mean, if I was 5 hours from home and had a vehicle, I probably wouldn't live in a camper for 4 months. But I mean, people do their own thing. But they just seemed awful excited that someone was rescuing them. I think in 4 months I would have had a lot of other plans going on. I mean, I would have bought myself a bicycle, rollerblades.
Honey, I want to see your rollerblade. Let's get some.
I used to rollerblade a lot.
For Christmas.
Where are we going to rollerblade? On the gravel? We need off-road tires.
Have you not seen in front of our shop? Have you not seen all the cement pads we have at our house?
Have you seen all the pebbles that go on that cement pad from the gravel? That looks like a face plant waiting to happen.
Sweep it. Just sweep it off first.
So, anyway.
I found a trolley. He doesn't want to pull a trolley, and I don't
I'm
know
not,
why.
well,
I always find the
like a
good
train
ones.
trolley, but it has tires on it. I didn't know there was even such a thing.
There is. They actually still make them brand new. I googled all about it.
Oh, really?
They make
they
make them looking vintage.
It was a 1991. It looks like a caboose essentially that you drive. It's got a Cummins engine and whatever, but
I mean, it really doesn't pay that great.
it didn't. Not for. It's going to be a dedicated, but there's no ground clearance. I
just want to drive it, and I'm the one that does the loading and unloading. So if we book a trolley, I can drive it. Then you could take a picture of me in the driver's seat, and I could brag to my one friend, the only one I have, that I drove a trolley.
Yeah, but there's no ground clearance on those. I don't think you could even get it up on the trailer with a dovetail. You'd have to have like a loading ramp.
It just rev a little, but you know.
And some of them you probably could, because it looked like it got bottomed out on a couple boulders, but.
Robin's loading, honey.
Robin's loading.
Oh, maybe that was supposed to be racing. Either way, works.
Robin's loading.
Oh.
Well, this week didn't go worth a crap.
Nope.
We lost all of our video footage.
We have the footage, we just don't have any audio.
We had the footage, yeah, the audio didn't work. So it's just blank films.
Yep.
So I had to throw about half this video away. So now we got to kind of explain what happened this week. So it is now Monday, and we're not on the road because there's no loads for number one. Load board is empty, and so that kind of adds to the frustration from last week. But last week we made it to Nebraska, and we get to the Waverly Scale House right outside of Lincoln where we were delivering, and we had a nice DOT officer that gave us an overlength ticket, made us drop the back camper, move the other two campers back, and made me remove the stinger off the trailer, and proceeds to tell me that he was giving me a nice early Christmas present when he hands me the ticket.
Yeah, he literally said Merry Christmas. Who does that?
Yeah. So on the way out I told him I hope he has a shitty Christmas, and then I walked out. So Camping World, since that's who we were delivering to, they were nice enough. What was it, like 6 miles?
Yep.
They were nice enough that they came down and grabbed one of the campers, so they were kind of in disbelief too that he made us do that. But
he said they get it in triples. The guy from Camping World said they get in triples all the time and they've never had this problem. So
I mean, I know technically these trailers are legal in most states. It's just no one ever bothers anybody with them. But now we got bothered, and we got, what was it, $135 ticket?
Something like that, yeah.
And Indiana Transport really has no care, no say about nothing. You're not allowed to buy a permit either, I asked. Well, I didn't really ask. I got online and started looking. From what I can tell, you can't buy an overlength permit for a divisible load. So that's kind of the crap there too. Yeah. So by the time this week got over with, we didn't make no shit for money. And now there's no loads in the load board. I tried finding stuff on Central just to haul stuff around here, but there ain't nothing on Central either.
So we're just home, hanging out. Oh, here she comes.
Well, we gotta go check out our...
Hi. Hi, I know. You want to bite me, don't you? Yes, you do. I know. I missed you too. Yeah. I missed you too, little lady. Big lady. You get me filthy.
They think we got treats. We always bring them apples and...
I always come with treats.
Pears, tomatoes.
These guys aren't so friendly.
Hey, you bit me.
Yep.
Well, I got my boot. I don't know why you think you got nibble.
Hi, Red.
No, don't bite my foot. Red is our keeper.
She's not very nice.
Well, you're not being very nice either. Why all of a sudden you biting my feet? Probably mad because we didn't bring it. And now you got mud all over me.
You guys want corn? I'll go get them corn. You check their feed.
They got, what do we got? Like 2 more weeks, 3 more weeks before we get sausage and bacon turned into, or out of these guys?
2 weeks.
Well, we even planted them their own little food plot, corn plot, whatever. I had a couple ripped open bags last year when I was hauling seed corn, and I kept it, some of it, like what, a couple ice cream buckets of it, and we just planted it.
Yep. And they're used to getting this every day. So when we come out here and don't give it to them, well, you've seen what happens.
We got to get them more water too.
They're all over us.
That guy there with the black dots on him, I don't know what's wrong with him. From day one, he's had shoulder problems. But he's still grouchy. He just likes to lay around a lot and eat. The mornings, he seems like he moves around pretty good, but afternoons, he kind of slows down. We had to tighten this stupid thing up. The fenders don't want to stay on for some reason. They keep wanting to slide off. But they don't want to slide off when you want them to slide off so you can fix a bracket. But yeah, our trip in Nebraska, it didn't go so well, but it wasn't as bad as the guy next to us with the oversize. He had a triple quad. So 3 drive axles, 4 on the trailer. He was hauling some sort of like rail car. He was permitted to 160,000 pounds. He weighed 102,000 pounds, and the officer there was, God, my eye. Ugh, the officer there, something about, he wanted the weights moved or something, because he wasn't happy with them. So he voided the permit, and then gave him the $2,500 ticket for being overweight. And then they had another truck come in to get it, since they couldn't get the weights the way the DOT guy wanted it. So the truck that came in to move it had a triple, so 3 axles on the drives and 3 axles on the trailer, which makes absolutely no sense in my mind, but he was on a rampage that day for some reason. But we are done working on the truck and whatnot. Checked out the load board some more. They showed one Canada trip showed up, nothing on Central. So I don't know. This week's going to be kind of a bust, I have a feeling, unless something changes here pretty quick. I don't know.
I think we're just gonna go Christmas shopping tomorrow.
Spend money instead of making money. Well, that I'm gonna go job hunting tomorrow. But we'll see you guys in the next one. If there is a next one in this week, we'll see. I don't know. So far, there's nothing to do. So there ain't nothing to film.
There's not.
But on a positive note, the sky keeps getting bluer and bluer, and there's rain in the forecast, and we haven't had rain in like 37 days, somewhere in there now. We needed one more day for the whole state to stay dry to break a record, and it didn't happen. Somewhere over by Waterloo got rain, so they ruined our record.
Lucky people.
I know. So dusty here, as you can see. I can't do anything without dust on everything.
And there's no point in taking it anywhere to wash it.
Yeah,
Because driving down the gravel road will get filthy.
Can't even do 2 mile an hour down the gravel. The
Yeah,
wind blowing
beautiful.
is just blowing dust everywhere. Plus, we got a couple fields coming out finally. So, but that'll end this one. This one kind of sucked since we lost all of our audio. We had quite a bit filmed for this one. And now it's down the pooper. Oh, we did meet a couple of our subscribers in Indiana in the yard. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, I had him on film a little bit too, but we're helping him fix his, well, he was having issues with his winch. So if you're the one that talked to us, I forget your name. It was in the video before, but now I can't hear it, so I can't remember what your name is. But we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.